I'm State Delegate Brooke Lehrman, and I just wanted to take a few moments to congratulate MCASA on 40 years of extremely important work to end sexual violence in Maryland. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do for survivors. As a sexual assault survivor myself, I know firsthand just how important it is to have an advocate with you at the table. The women who helped me in my time of need had a profound impact on the future direction of my life. And MCASA's work to support the network of providers who provide those services so that all survivors have support is truly essential. MCASA's multi-pronged approach is incredibly strategic and important, right? To address the issue in the short term, you support survivors with immediate care through their 17-member rape crisis centers. And to address the issue in the long term, you advocate for policy changes to ensure that survivors have access to compassionate care and that offenders are held accountable. You help ensure that survivors have needed legal support. You educate the public about sexual violence issues and the importance of rape crisis and recovery centers. It has been an honor to part with you for the past 8 years in the General Assembly, and I look forward to continuing to work with you in the future in whatever role I'm in. Thank you, thank you, thank you for 40 years of work and for remaining committed to this important issue. There's still so much to be done to prevent and to better support victims of sexual assault in this state and across the country. Thank you.
Empowering survivors and ensuring that their voices are heard are at the heart of what we do at the Maryland Coalition Against Sexual Assault. Thank you, Delegate Brooke Lehrman, for sharing your experience as a survivor and for centering the needs of survivors in your policy work. Thank you also for reminding us of MCASA's mission to help prevent sexual assault, to advocate for accessible, compassionate care for survivors of sexual violence, and to work to hold offenders accountable. I'm Lisa Jordan. I'm the Executive Director and Counsel at the Maryland Coalition Against Sexual Assault. Welcome to MCASA's annual call to action and our celebration of 40 years of advocacy. We're going to spend time together to reflect on our accomplishments, to celebrate our progress, and to gather our strength to continue to fight for survivors. Thank you for Zooming, viewing, contributing, and supporting. By your virtual presence and support, you show that ending sexual assault and helping victims heal after sexual trauma is important to you. Tonight's event is filled with the voices of our community and of our partners. But first, I have to take a moment to acknowledge the amazing, versatile, and resilient staff at the Maryland Coalition Against Sexual Assault. They are tremendous advocates for survivors and for our goal of ending sexual violence. The MCASA staff provides training and support for rape crisis centers, law enforcement, counselors, advocates, nurses, and community members. They ensure that online information and communications are up to date and accessible. MCASA staff help support sexual assault response teams, forensic nurse examiners, anti-trafficking advocates, colleges and schools responding to sexual assault, and more. Every month, we gather together the sexual assault program directors from around the state, and we share information. The Sexual Assault Kit Initiative is supporting survivors whose rape kits were never tested until now. Attorneys and advocates at the Sexual Assault Legal Institute provide survivors with legal services across the state of Maryland. And Rachel Spiegelman and Stephanie Erdis get a special shout out tonight for producing this fabulous event. So to the staff, we thank you. You are amazing, and I'm honored to be your colleague. Thank you also to the board of MCASA. Serving on any nonprofit board right now is a challenge, and your support has been tremendous. Thank you also to those of you who support MCASA with your time and also with your contributions. Our sponsors tonight include Delegate Charlotte Crutchfield, Fresh Oil Counseling Services, Mary Shine, Alice Wilkerson, the National Coalition for Sexual Freedom, For All Seasons, our member rape crisis center on the Midshore, and The Bridge, our member rape crisis center in Cecil County. Finally, let me say thank you to the policymakers who are continuing to fight for survivors. One of MCASA's chief responsibilities is to advocate for rape crisis centers and sexual assault survivors in Annapolis. And we are committed to continuing to speak truth to power. And we are really grateful to the delegates, senators, and administration officials who listen. And tonight, it is my real pleasure to also recognize one particular advocate for all of her work. Each year, the National Sexual Violence Resource Center offers Visionary Voice Awards. And these awards, they recognize individuals around the country who have demonstrated outstanding work to end sexual violence. Each state, territory, and tribal coalition gets to choose one person from their jurisdiction. And in 2022, MCASA selected Roberta Eaton to receive this award. Roberta Eaton has been a dedicated advocate for sexual assault survivors for over a decade, and she currently leads DAWN as its executive director. DAWN's mission is to promote healthy relationships and reduce abuse in the deaf community in Maryland and the larger DC area. And like MCASA, DAWN recognizes that all forms of violence are intersectional and that services and supports must ensure that we do not reinforce oppression. Roberta is a passionate advocate for the rights of all individuals, including people with disabilities. In addition to her powerful work as an advocate for sexual assault survivors, she's also a national trainer, helping to train new and advanced advocates in trauma-informed practices. At MCASA, we are grateful to be able to partner with Roberta in our efforts to ensure that the needs of all survivors of sexual violence are addressed. We partnered to present her expert training to facilitate connections with local programs and to learn from one another. So it's my real pleasure to honor Roberta Eaton with a National Visionary Voice Award. Thank you, Roberta, for all you do.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Thank you so much, Lisa, for that beautiful introduction, and also for MCASA, all of the work, and for recognizing the work that I have done. I just want to thank my family. I want to thank Dawn and all of my supporters and advocates along the way, especially, last but not least, of course, my mom. Oh my goodness. When this award was granted to me, I have to say that all the work that I do stems from her. And I can remember all way back when, just being a little girl, seeing my mom. She is deaf, and her experiences with domestic violence. And when I was growing up, just the look on her face, I remember, and just not having any access, feeling very stuck as a deaf woman in that time with domestic violence, which was back in the 80s. So seeing her expression, seeing her face and what she suffered through such a violent relationship has stuck with me, and really provided the investment and the work that I put into what I do to work with survivors like that intersectionality, deaf, hard of hearing, other disabilities, deaf, blind, people who maybe are losing their hearing. So providing that access for them so that they can recover and get the support that they need. So I know it's a long ways to go, but thank you all so very much.
Thank you, Roberta. You are an inspiration. Your mom is an inspiration. I'm glad she is safe now, and I'm glad that we are going to continue to work together. And thank you to everyone who speaks up against sexual violence. You know, it matters. Your voices matter. Your membership matters. Your donations matter. Your support matters. And MCASA is grateful that you are willing to speak out and that you're here tonight. So tonight, as we've said since the beginning, is our 40th anniversary. So 40 years of trying to put ourselves out of business. And we are going to celebrate what we've accomplished. We're going to work on what we're going to do in the future. And I hope you enjoy these well wishes from our colleagues. And we encourage you to use the chat if you'd like to chime in and add your voices to the people on your screen.
Hi, I'm Senator Ben Cardin. I want to congratulate the Maryland Coalition Against Sexual Assault on its 40th anniversary. Thank you for 4 decades of front line of making the state of Maryland a safer place. Your mission is simple. Advocate for policies and programs that prevent sexual assaults, advocate for compassionate care for survivors, and hold offenders accountable for their crimes. Like you, I wish that what you do is not necessary. No one should live in fear of sexual violence and assault. In a civil society, such heinous crimes should not take place, but they do. And the people of Maryland should know that the Maryland Coalition Against Sexual Assault will always be in their corner. In particular, I want to thank you for your work on the reauthorization of the Violence Against Women Act, which will expand services for communities of color and LGBTQ survivors. I also want to thank you for your efforts to reauthorize the Victims of Crime Act. Both of these measures were signed into law by President Biden over the last year. I will continue to work closely with the coalition, as well as state and local officials, to make sure you receive the resources you need from the federal government as we begin to emerge from the worst of the pandemic. Best wishes on this milestone anniversary, and again, thank you for all your work on behalf of Marylanders.
Hi, I'm Chris Van Hollen, and I'm proud to represent Maryland in the United States Senate. And I want to salute everyone who is part of the Maryland Coalition Against Sexual Assault on 40 years of leadership and activism in the movement to end sexual violence in Maryland. Sexual assault has no place in our communities, and we must do everything in our power to support survivors, prosecute offenders, and work together to prevent sexual assault from happening in the first place. I'm proud to partner with you in that mission, and I'm grateful for your enduring commitment to survivors all across our state. We've made real progress in our fight against sexual assault, but we cannot let up, and we need you more than ever. It's in that spirit that I want to congratulate this coalition on 40 years of extraordinary service and to continuing your work until we reach our goal of ending sexual assault.
State sexual assault coalitions like MCASA help ensure the voices of survivors are heard.
Happy 40th anniversary, MCASA, and greetings to everyone from Alaska, where we're here for our annual tribal consultation. I'm Allison Randall. I'm the acting director of the Office on Violence Against Women. And, ours is an office that is staffed by advocates and survivors, but we're really led by those of you who are in the field, providing direct services every day, and building coordinated community responses. OVW is proud to fund state coalitions through our Sexual Assault and Domestic Violence Coalitions program. And, the Maryland Coalition Against Sexual Assault predates the Violence Against Women Act by 12 years. You're a fundamental part of the progress that we have made as a movement. And, you ensure that the voices of Maryland survivors are represented in policy decisions. State coalitions were instrumental in the first VAWA in 1994 and in every reauthorization since. You really drive both the nationwide and the statewide discussions about, how we end sexual assault and domestic violence. Your coalition has also made incredible achievements, including launching the Sexual Assault Legal Institute, which has provided direct legal assistance for more than 3,800 survivors of sexual violence. You ensure that VAWA works as intended, and that best practices are implemented, and that potentially unheard voices from across your state get included in important statewide decisions. At OVW, we rely on coalitions as partners in our shared work. We are proud to work alongside you and fight with you for a future without sexual violence. Thank you for all that you do.
Greetings from the Office on Violence Against Women. I am Shailisha Bamberg, OVW's Acting Chief of Staff, and a proud former MCASA intern. MCASA is an invaluable resource to survivors, advocates, service providers, activists, and policymakers. From Baltimore City, which is where I was raised, to Prince George's County, MCASA supports key crisis intervention and recovery services for survivors and their families. These services have not only impacted my life, but the lives of many in my community. Building and sustaining coalitions is no small feat, and you have been doing it for 40 years. Happy 40th anniversary, MCASA, and thank you for the work that you do.
In the 1980s and 90s, coalitions began organizing sexual assault awareness activities in the month of April. VAWA is key to helping survivors.
Hi, I'm Chris Rose, and I'm the Director of the Office for Victims of Crime at the U.S. Department of Justice. And on behalf of OVC, I want to extend our warm congratulations to all of you on your 40th anniversary. We're so grateful for all of the work that you do on behalf of survivors in Maryland, but all across the country. You're able to give them the support that they need so that they can fully heal. So congratulations again on 40 years of service and advocacy.
The Maryland Women of Color Network advocates to ensure the needs of survivors of color are addressed and to support professionals working in the field.
Congratulations, MCASA, on your 40th anniversary. Thank you very much for your partnership with us here in the House of Delegates and your advocacy for victims of sexual assault. As chair of the House Judiciary Committee, we've passed significant legislation to deal with spousal privilege, stalking, and human trafficking. I will continue to make sure that Maryland is a safe place for all of our communities and for all of our people. And I'm excited to continue to do it in partnership with MCASA. Thank you very much.
Hi, this is State Delegate Robin Grammer coming to you from beautiful Essex, Maryland today. Want to wish the Maryland Coalition Against Sexual Assault a happy 40th anniversary. MCASA is an active participant in my committee, the Judiciary Committee. They've always been a fantastic advocate for victims. They've even helped me work on legislation. We successfully closed the spousal privilege loophole. Fantastic organization, MCASA. Happy 40th anniversary.
Hi, this is Delegate Kirill Resnick from Montgomery County. I wanted to wish MCASA a very happy 40th anniversary. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you and your staff, your board of directors, and your stakeholders to achieve so much positive change for the people of Maryland. With your help, I've been able to pass legislation that reclassifies sexual assault as rape, provide rape victims access to HIV prophylaxis at no cost, and make sure that students have access to menstrual products in their schools. And that's just the work that we've done together. Multiply that effort across the many other colleagues in the legislature and across the over 40 years you've been active, and you can begin to get an idea of how much you have helped to make Maryland a better, fairer, and more equitable place for everyone. Thank you for everything you do, and I look forward to continuing to work with you in years to come.
Hello, my name is Emily Shetty, and I am a delegate representing District 18 in Montgomery County in the Maryland House of Delegates. Happy anniversary, MCASA. Your work has really saved so many women and girls across the state from sexual violence. Not only that, you have brought justice to many victims with the policy work that you do every single day, as well as the constituent casework that you do every single day. Without your important voice in Annapolis, many important bills might not have become law. I look forward to partnering with you every step of the way. Thank you.
On behalf of the Women's Law Center of Maryland, I want to wish MCASA the happiest 40th anniversary. But more importantly, I want to thank each and every one of you for the work that you do every day for survivors. From education and outreach in the community, to technical assistance to providers, to advocacy at the local and state level. MCASA is always there when survivors need them. And whether it's fighting for more funding or fighting for more just laws, I'm incredibly proud that the Women's Law Center of Maryland has been able to partner with MCASA in so many ways for so many years. I look forward to continuing that partnership. And again, congratulations on this milestone. Let's keep fighting those good fights together.
Sally is a nationally recognized legal services program for survivors.
I'm Deb Seltzer, Executive Director of Maryland Legal Services Corporation. On behalf of MLSC, I'd like to congratulate the Maryland Coalition Against Sexual Assault on its 40th anniversary. MLSC is the state's largest funder of civil legal aid, and partnering with MCASA's Sexual Assault Legal Institute helps us fulfill our mission of ensuring low-income Marylanders have access to stable, efficient, and effective civil legal assistance. MLSC has provided funding to Sally for more than 15 years, and we are so thankful for the amazing work of the MCASA staff. Not only are they doing vital work themselves, but their willingness to provide mentoring and technical assistance to other civil legal aid providers has made Maryland's delivery system stronger. Congratulations on this milestone.
MCASA fights for survivors' empowerment and autonomy.
Hi, I'm Congressman Anthony Brown, and I'd like to congratulate the Maryland Coalition Against Sexual Assault on your 40th anniversary. Since 1982, you've worked tirelessly to prevent sexual assault and deliver care for survivors. By fiercely advocating for public policy and extending accessible legal services, your coalition has helped ensure survivors are supported and offenders are held accountable. Throughout my career, preventing violence against women has been a key issue for me. This year, I was proud to support the reauthorization of the Violence Against Women Act, which increased funding for organizations that help victims of domestic violence and made sure that domestic abusers cannot get their hands on firearms. While there's still more work to be done, your constant advocacy and support of those affected by sexual assault is crucial in this effort. So thank you for all that you've done these past 40 years, and I look forward to working with you in the years ahead.
Hello, my name is Delegate Charlotte Crutchfield, and I represent Maryland Legislative District 19 in Montgomery County. And I am here just to simply say congratulations to MCASA, and in particular to Lisa Jordan for the more than 40 years of service to our community. You have done everything to assist, to advocate, and most importantly, to be concerned about victims of sexual assault. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey everybody, it's Congressman Jamie Raskin from Maryland's beautiful 8th Congressional District. I just wanted to congratulate all my friends at the Maryland Coalition Against Sexual Assault upon 40 years of advocacy and community education and improvement of the situation for victims of sexual assault in our state. This is quite a milestone achievement, these 40 years of great progress that you've made. I admire MCASA's dedicated efforts to protect and rehabilitate and strengthen survivors of sexual assault. And I want to commend you on the importance of all the programming that you do, including promoting public policy that places the victim's interests at the center of the law. I want to thank you on your sexual assault response team, which offers comprehensive and coordinated intervention for sexual assault survivors. I want to congratulate you for operating the Maryland Women of Color Network, which promotes advocacy and leadership and education in communities of color in order to improve and expedite the delivery of resources to victims. I want to thank you for everything you're doing to try to uplift the condition of women and men and families in our state. And I thank you for your indispensable hard work, and I wish you another 40 years of great success and achievement.
Funding for services makes support for sexual assault survivors possible.
Hello, this is Delegate Ben Barnes calling in to wish MCASA, Lisa Jordan, and your entire organization congratulations on 40 years of successful and tenacious advocacy. It's because of you that the lives of survivors are better in this state, and you should certainly be proud. I think about the 16 years I've been in the legislature, and I have been proud to partner with you on a number of bills. When I think about that against 40 years of advocacy that you have put in, I know you must be so proud, and you deserve to be. I know there is work left to do, and I stand ready to partner with you on that work. But for today, I hope you'll have the opportunity to sit back and be proud of the accomplishments you've made and revel in that, because you certainly have deserved it. People's lives are better because of you. So thank you for that. Thank you for your advocacy. Thank you for what you do for our state. I appreciate you, and I know our entire state owes you a debt of gratitude. Look forward to hearing from you this session on moving forward. But for today, congratulations. And be well. Take care.
Dr. Rafia Prince here from Montgomery County's Trauma Services. I want to congratulate MCASA on 40 years of excellent work to the community. Congratulations.
Happy anniversary, MCASA. This is Lisa Doherty from CASA in Hagerstown, Maryland. Just sending a shout out to you guys for your anniversary and thanking you for all of your wonderful support and guidance during my first 2 years here as the executive director. We also appreciate all the support and guidance that you give to our staff and our volunteers to better improve the work that we do for clients in our community. You guys have been awesome, and wishing you so many more years at the state level. Happy anniversary.
Hi, I'm Dottie Dalvin, the new CEO at the Rape Crisis Intervention Service of Carroll County. Since starting this role in March, MCASA has been an invaluable resource to me. MCASA's trainings and wide variety of resources for sexual assault providers, coupled with Lisa Jordan's expert guidance, enabled me to quickly get up to speed and to make important decisions that benefit those we serve in Carroll County. And so I'm grateful to the entire team at MCASA for their work that equips rape crisis centers such as ours to do our best work in the support of victims of sexual assault. Congrats to all on the 40th anniversary.
Happy 40th, MCASA. This is Nadia from HopeWorks. I'm the Director of Advocacy Services. Cannot thank you enough for all the support you bring our staff, our clients, and our community. We're very grateful to have you, and here's to many more years.
Thank you, MCASA, for 40 years of tireless service for the survivors of Maryland. You've been such an amazing resource and safe place. I just want to take some time to say thank you.
Hi, I'm a legal advocate at HopeWorks, and I'd like to congratulate MCASA on 40 years of services and for providing us with resources such as Sally that have benefited many of our legal clients.
Hi, this is Jordan. I'm the legal director at HopeWorks, and I just wanted to take a minute to congratulate MCASA on 40 years of amazing advocacy and resources for clients, and we hope to have 40 more years and more of your service and assistance. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Toy. I'm a case manager at HopeWorks. I wanted to congratulate MCASA on 40 years of excellence. Thank you, MCASA, for your amazing services that help our clients. Congratulations and thanks again.
Happy birthday, MCASA. Thank you so much for all the great work you do, the great trainings, the great meetings, just so informative. I'm so glad to be a part of this association. Wishing you many more successful years ahead and keep up the good work.
Hello, this is Heather Hanline, Executive Director of the Dove Center. Just here to say a few words about MCASA's 40th anniversary. So I was informed by Lisa today that she believes I'm the longest serving Rape Crisis Center Director, which was kind of amazing to hear, considering that when I started, I was the youngest. And sort of, at that time felt a little bit insecure compared to all the years of experience I was surrounded by. And now here I am all these years later, almost 25, as the longest serving. So that's pretty amazing. But one thing that has been consistent since I was a newbie to now is that I always took comfort in knowing that MCASA was looking out for us, all of our programs across the state. And through the legislative and funding storms that we've all experienced through the years, I always knew that MCASA and Lisa were watching out for us and advocating for us. And I've also always taken comfort in the fact that even though as a rural agency in Garrett County, we sometimes feel a little bit removed and isolated, Lisa and MCASA have never made me feel that way. In fact, I've always felt supported and included, and they've never hesitated to come out here and provide trainings or represent clients through Sally without hesitation. And I have always just felt like, I feel like Lisa's an old friend, and I can, I can contact her at any time that I need to run a candid situation past her and get some good guidance and support. And I just can't say enough how much I appreciate MCASA and Lisa. So thank you so much, and congratulations on 40 years of amazing work in our state.
Maryland had over 6,000 untested rape kits. MCASA is helping these survivors.
Thank you, MCASA, for supporting survivors of sexual assault across Maryland.
Thank you, MCASA, for believing in the importance of their medical care. Congratulations on 40 years, MCASA.
Hello, my name is Jacob Ravik, and I am Jakeda's Legal Director for Maryland. On behalf of Jakeda's Executive Director, Amanda Katz, and our entire team, I would like to congratulate MCASA on 40 years of service to end sexual violence in Maryland. I am personally grateful for your efforts during the pandemic in keeping attorneys informed and connected statewide via our regular Zoom meetings. We look forward to continued partnership for many years to come, and again, congratulations on 40 wonderful years.
Hello, my name is Jody Finkelstein, and I'm the Executive Director of the Montgomery County Commission for Women and Human Trafficking Prevention Committee. I would like to wish the Maryland Coalition Against Sexual Assault a wonderful 40th anniversary. I can't believe how much you guys have accomplished over the last 40 years. You've done so much to be able to help victims of sexual assault, and you've done all of this through education and outreach, training professionals throughout the state, and of course, all of the amazing work that's done in Annapolis to be able to pass laws year after year after year. I am tremendously proud to be able to be a partner with all of the work that you have done, and I ultimately wish that, and I'm sure you all understand this, I would love for all of us to be able to work ourselves out of a job. But until that time comes, we will continue to persevere, move forward, and help as many victims of sexual assault as possible. Thank you again for all of your work, and happy anniversary.
MCASA is fighting to protect abortion access.
Hi, I'm Delegate Ariana Kelly. I'm the Vice Chair of the Health and Government Operations Committee, and I want to congratulate MCASA on 40 incredible years of really important work. The work you do to prevent sexual assault and to protect the rights of sexual assault survivors is so incredibly important. I'm so thankful for the work that you have done, particularly in the last year in terms of protecting the rights of sexual assault survivors around access to abortion care. 1 in 20 people of reproductive age who are raped will become pregnant, and half of those people will choose abortion. And we have got to protect that right in Maryland. MCASA has been an incredibly important partner in those efforts, as well as all of our efforts in the General Assembly to protect the rights of sexual assault survivors. We could not do this work without you. I am so thankful, so appreciative, and huge congratulations.
Hi, I'm Shelley Heddleman, Senator from District 11 in Baltimore County. Congratulations, MCASA, on your 40 years of service to the community. It is incredible the amount of work that you have done and the reforms that you have been able to enact for survivors of sexual assault. I have loved working with you over the short time that I've been in the legislature, and I know how important the reforms that you have pushed in the criminal justice system and our healthcare system to give survivors of sexual assault the assistance and support that they need. So thank you and congratulations, and here's to 4 more decades of service.
MCASA, congratulations on 40 years. My name is Sandy Bartlett. I serve on the Maryland House Judiciary Committee, and I look forward to serving with you and continuing to focus and do all that we can to help individuals who are sexual assault survivors. Thank you. Job well done.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chelsea Hood, and I am MCASA's Underserved Populations Policy Advocate and the coordinator for the Maryland Women of Color Network. I do this work because I feel as if it is very important for us to continue to shed light on how sexual violence impacts vulnerable populations, continuing to have conversations on how we need to confront and dismantle existing barriers that are making it very difficult for survivors to have accessibility to resources that they truly deserve. And lastly, empowering our survivors, letting them know that we understand that oftentimes they are left out of several conversations, but we are here to always be a listening ear and to always support them throughout their journey to healing. And that is why I am proud to be a part of MCASA's future.
My name is Carrie King, and I work at MCASA as a legal advocate for the Sexual Assault Kit Initiative project, which addresses the rape kit backlog in Maryland. I do this work because when I heard about the statistics on sexual assault when I was in college, I realized that statistically speaking, I probably knew several victims, and it could be anyone in my life because sexual violence can happen to anyone. It might have actually been me twice in my early 20s when my gut feeling told me I needed to get out of 2 certain situations, and luckily I did, and I never knew what would have happened. I decided to volunteer at the DC Rape Crisis Center so I could directly help victims, and then went on to work on sexual assault issues in other roles and organizations. Working in this field is even more important to me now that I am a mother, because I want to protect my daughters from this ever happening to them. But I know that I can only do so much to protect them, and there is still so much work to be done. I'm proud to be part of MCASA's future.
My name is Grace Rapp. I am MCASA's Sexual Assault Forensic Exam, Sexual Assault Response Team, and Prison Rape Elimination Act Policy Specialist. I do this work because I believe that all survivors deserve equal access to justice and pathways towards healing. Regardless of the crime someone may have committed, sexual violence in detention facilities should never be a part of that penalty. I believe survivors who are incarcerated deserve equal access to support and services, equal access to justice, and equal access to pathways towards healing. I am proud to be a part of MCASA's future.
I work at MCASA because I'm able to provide survivors with services that can help them take crucial steps in their recovery journey. Our client-focused approach allows us to create a relationship with clients that gives us the information needed to tailor our services specifically to our clients' needs. I am excited to be a part of the future of MCASA because it will continue to be a trailblazer and leader in the fight for survivor rights and human rights. We are positioned at the corner between policy and legal debate, and our client-focused approach allows us to not only guide the conversation forward, but do so by having a direct connection to our current and future legal problems faced by clients of all walks of life. Para la gente hispanohablante, es un mundo en el cual las minorías tienen tantos obstáculos, y nuestra misión es, y seguirá siendo, asegurar que todo el mundo reciba el mismo nivel de servicios legales y asistencias. Este compromiso también nos llama a pedir cambios sociales. Trabajar con ustedes nos deja ver todas las dificultades que existen en el sistema y crea un contacto directo con la gente afectada por estos obstáculos. Estamos preparados para ofrecerles servicios legales y asistencias de alto nivel en cualquier idioma que se necesite. Me da mucho orgullo saber que siempre estaremos aquí para apoyarlos de la mejor manera que podamos.
My name is Samantha Rogers and I'm a staff attorney. The work that I do at MCASA is important because I'm able to advocate for survivors who may not have had someone to advocate for them otherwise. Every day, I help survivors evaluate their options so they could make a choice that makes the most sense for their lives. I love that the work that I'm able to do here allows survivors to empower themselves to make decisions about their lives and gain control back. I'm proud to be part of MCASA's future.
Hi everyone, I'm Beth Ann Langro, the CEO at For All Seasons, the Midshore's Behavioral Health and Rape Crisis Center, and also the proud chair of the board of directors of MCASA. On behalf of our agency and all those across Maryland, congratulations to MCASA on 40 years of service. Your leadership, your education, and all of the work that the staff puts in every day across our state makes such a difference for the sexual assault survivors and their families. Here's to 40 more years and beyond. Congratulations, MCASA.